Got it. And it's still not working. Mm. Mm. Alrighty. Okay. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Again, as you see, we're still having technical difficulties here. So I'm going to do my best. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Tia Rogers, and I am the talk about I am the taking care of your health, save investment business startup mentor. And today we are following up from Friday. If you guys joined us for From the Womb to the Tomb, your life is serious business and only you can live it. I'm going to share my screen in 1 minute as soon as I find the thing. I've been working on this camera issue here, but as you know, the show must go on. I try really hard to be here when I say I'm going to be present. So that's what I focus on as I'm growing and learning and getting better at helping others as we navigating through this thing called life. I'm going to share my screen here with you. And I hope you guys can see it. Let's see, where am I at? Oh yeah, I'm here on the screen share. Let's open this up a little bit here. All right. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world, giving praises and honor to God for waking us up this morning and keeping us in our sound mind. I'm going to try to keep this to a minimum of an hour as we met on Friday in the Winning Life and Winning Life, Winning Business, and Love What You Do private Facebook group. Many of you in the Gain Financial Literacy and Winning Life group should have received an invite for that group. So if you did not get a chance to catch that presentation, which is kind of sort of like this one is today, you were just going to hear my voice. You're not going to see my face. But you guys know what I look like, so it's okay. And if you don't, if you're new to me, my apologies. However, in this group, there's plenty of information inside where you could actually see what I look like. But we're going to move past things here because we want to, our mission today is to follow up and see how many of you actually did the exercise that we were talking about, because we covered a lot of things on Friday. So I'm looking in the chat and I don't see any comments, so I'm just going to roll on here. So, and following up from Friday, and the from the womb to the tomb, your life is serious business, only you can live it. Start now, the introduction course. Well, first of all, I think I should start by telling you what this course is all about, and who is going to help. Okay, here we go. All right. There are 3 things that we do in the profession of network marketing. And the 3 things that we do and the things that you will learn from this course that is going to help you in your personal as well as professional life, to bring it all together. 3 things that we do in the profession of network marketing is we sell valuable products and services to resources using word of mouth advertising. We grow and expand a network of other distributors doing the same thing. The 3rd thing we do is improve the productivity of the network we are building or have built. So those are the 3 things that we do as network marketing professionals, and my job is to try to bring the information to you as clearly as possible. And I look at the journey of life, because from the time of conception, we're born, our body is made of atoms, cells, tissues, and organs that are constantly rejuvenating themselves, growing and developing, and replenishing themselves in our bodies. And we have the same capability throughout our lifespan. The biggest challenge that we all have navigating through life and going for the life that we really want to live is our mindset. Mindset is a big thing. Whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. So I'm not here to convince you one way or the other. I'm here to just share a little with you and ask you to come with an open mind and allow yourself, give yourself permission to live full. Give yourself permission to live an effective life. Because here we're going to learn life strategies for personal and professional growth as we are navigating through, as we're coming up on the last couple of months of the year. So we are working our plans into 2024 to 2025 as to where we're going. And I'm sure everyone is, because by the beginning of the year, we're looking at new year, new me, new something. We're always trying to do something new. But the point I'll drive home is that we are continuously always working towards bettering ourselves and putting ourselves in better life positions. Here at TADMIS, we speak truthfulness. We speak our truth of who we are, what we stand for, and we live a healthy, vital, congruent life. We take action steps towards what it is that we want for our lives. We're motivated, we have the motivation to do so, and we do it with integrity and sincerity, as overall life is all about evolution, so we should be changing and growing every day throughout our life. So our introduction is a well-defined life strategy is essential for your personal and professional business to thrive and succeed, as it serves a roadmap that guides you in reaching your target life and professional goals, whether that's trying to gain customers and clients, and how you differentiate yourself from competitors and maximizing your resources. Life, personal, and professional strategy is critical in achieving the life and business growth over long term. So if you see here, we have a chart, and this is going to be our life chart, ladies and gentlemen. This life chart is to gain insight into life goals and values, to target personal and professional goals, your dreams, your visions, or your mission in your life, career, and the industry. Whether you're a customer, a business competitor, and in the industry, trends seem to change. Technology is more advanced, so you have to keep up to become better and improve not only your life, but your business. And through life growth and development research is pretty crucial to the better you. To the better you know and understand yourself, you will better understand others. And if you see on this chart, we have from 0 to age of 25. Now, from The Strangest Secret, he says that by 25, there's from the ages group of 25 to 65, only about 5% of the people will actually go for their dreams, and then 1% ends up actually bringing their life to a full actualization. And that's from every step that we do, how we view our life, the perception we have of our lives, the decisions that we make for our lives, and the action steps that we take to begin to formulate our lives. Well, obviously, from ages 0 to 5, you're in the infant to toddler stages, so you're pretty much dependent upon the caregivers that are responsible for you, whether that's your biological family members, your parents, a family member that have raised you, or whether or not you were brought up in the system in foster care. Someone was taking care of you and showed you how to communicate, how to express yourself, how to show your emotions, and pretty much kind of, disciplined you over the years. So they're forming you, they were molding you into who you are right now. Through your early and middle childhood years, this is where the children are exploring. They're beginning to use their own thoughts and mind and ways to explore and see just how far they can push themselves to see what they can do. This is usually when they're climbing trees and all that stuff, living life dangerously, not afraid to take risks and just go for it, whatever they want to do, right? So these are our formative years, but as we grow into our adolescence and early adulthood years, this is the years where we are beginning to formulate our lives. And we're starting to get a vision, a dream, or an idea of what type of life that we actually want to live. And a lot of times we may not necessarily know that right off the back, and it's okay because you don't have to know exactly what it is, but you have to have an idea of what it is that you may want to do as you are pursuing your independence, pursuing the life that you want to live, separate, interdependent from your parents and or guardians. And there's steps that you can take to ensure that you're positioning yourself and your life in the right direction in which you want to go and want to achieve. And the same thing is going to reoccur in your middle to late adulthood. And then there's going to be a part where, as you're growing older, you're going to be looking at your life goals that you achieved and the things that you've done. You don't want to wake up and say, oh, I wish I had, when you have today to go on and try to begin the steps of creating the life that you want to live. Now, going back to our value proposition, our value determination process. On Friday, we went over, you were to go to drjohndemartinis.com website to take the free value determination process questionnaire. It's free to you. And the reason why we ask this is because it's going to give you a better insight to you. What we tend to think our goals are may not necessarily line up with what it is that we really value in life. And here you're looking at the pie chart from my very first one that I did back in 2022. I believe it was August 2022. I took it back in August 22. And this was the outcome of my value determination. As you see, there are gaps in having a full vital life. The thing we may say and think are important to us turns out that it really is not. And how does it connect to who we are and what we do in our lives? So my top 3 hierarchy values are life, my spiritual life, and the journey of life. So I'm a little explorer. So necessarily money is not the first thing on my prior of hierarchy list. As you see here, the first priority on my list is the life that I have. I'm blessed to wake up every day and have life. So I thank God for that life. And however that day plays out, it just plays out. Now, do I have a plan for that day? Most times I do have a plan that I plan the night before of how each day is going to go. Now, things do come up and how well you can adjust to that will determine how well you are at accomplishing your goals throughout that day. How well are you good at deflecting distractions or interruptions throughout your day? And that came in at about 29%. So about 30% of my higher values is life. And then the next high value was my spiritual life. Having that connection to the creator, the higher source that sends those downloads, provides intuition, that gives me the visions and the dreams of the life that I want to live, and has helped over time throughout my life and through the journey. Now, that came in at about 36.4%. And then my third highest value was the journey, just the journey of life, just enjoying life itself, every person I meet, every experience I've had, every place I have gotten the opportunity to go and see. So these were my top 3 hierarchy values in which I operated my life during that time. Did they coincide with the life that I was living? I would say pretty much yes. I was working in a career that I enjoy working in. And I was doing life things, helping others navigate through life challenges. Um, so to me, my values added up. So when we look at life positioning and how that all comes together, how does my hierarchy values and how does it connect to my life purpose, my life mission, and my life objectives, and what I wish to pursue? Let's take a look at that. And if you have had the time to go through and do the value determination process, I would like to know if you care to share. Did yours line up? Was it congruent to what you're living right now, or was it something different like mine? Okay, so we're looking at life positioning. So in life positioning, the process of life brand positioning and how it influences your perception of your life and differentiates yours from others. Okay, because your life is serious business for you, your life, your career, your brand, your business, all of that is you. It's all you. So the better you know yourself, the better you know yourself, the better you will work towards your dreams and your life goals that you set for yourself. Another key element of life branding positioning is including a unique value proposition and a brand personality. So you're going to need a clear objective as to what that is. You're going to need your mission statement, and you got to have a vision for your business as you see it, whether that's being a mom, being a dad, being a business person, being a social worker, being a public worker in the community, social services. There's so many different titles, so I don't want to get into the different titles, but your vision for your life, you have to have a vision for it. And you must believe it is already yours. You have to go for it. When you're getting yourself prepared for life and going out here, no matter what it might be, going for your education, going to get that job that you want to get, going for possibly funding for your business adventures that you may want to get into. All of this is going to require you to know where you're operating from. And if you're operating from your highest values, there's a higher chance that you're going to succeed at what it is that you do. So the 13 questions, as we look at this, Dr. Demartini, we had a presentation from him and he gave us some information as to the careers that we choose. How does that tie into who we are as a person, what it is that we want, and are we fulfilling our highest highest value, and what it is that we're doing? Is what we're doing serving our highest values? So I took some time to kind of research, well, not so much research, I just kind of I didn't want to just come up with my own mission and objectives for certain lines of work that I have had the pleasure to be a part of. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I would come from the human services background, over 25 years in various areas. And when you look at my 3 hierarchy values, which is spirit, life, and journey, it's no brainer that I ended up in the healthcare field, right? The healthcare field and the realm of social services and corrections, because it's just a great field to be in. Anytime you get to actually go in and make a difference and impact someone's life, or maybe make someone else's day better, it's always a plus. At the end of the day, I would say, even if the job does not give you the rewards, the interaction with your patients, clients, customers, consumers, most times will make the day and ignite you to come back and do it again. So looking at the missions, objective, and the vision for a lot of the companies that I work with, I just wanted to ramble down a few that were some pluses to not only the job, how it met my need, and my highest values, as well as allowed me to create a nice substantial income while doing it. So when you're looking at the healthcare field, they have a complete continuum of care for their patients, their consumers, their clients, their customers, who need either subacute or long-term rehabilitation services. And they have a wide team. They have a large team that is all the people that are key components to making sure that their customers, their clients, their patients are being cared for. And you figure they're doing this 24 hours, 7 days a week, for either long-term or short-term care, which means that they have clients and customers and patients that are there for long-term, that until they're passing, and they have some that's going to come and they're going to go. They're going to come, they're going to get what they need, and they're going to keep going. So when you're part of a team like that, you're part of a team that is filled with doctors, nurses, and other medical doctor specialists that specialize in certain things. You have your physical therapy team, you have your occupational therapy team, you have your speech therapy team, you have your wound care team, you have IV therapy team, and you have the rehabilitation and recovery team, all working around those that may have had surgery, illnesses, or suffer from chronic health pains, injury, or loss of functions over their time. Now, the main focus on the mission and objective was the teamwork that is between being a part of an extended family of your clients, customers, and patients, consumers, being a vital part of support for a caregiver of loved ones that may need a break. So then you get to fill in and kind of give them their time away so that they know that their loved one is safe and being taken care of. As well as, being a part of someone else's, your customer, your clients, your patients, your consumer, they're being a part of their regaining their life back, their mobility, their functions, and getting back to life and maintaining those abilities. It leaves you with a very rewarding feeling to see someone come in one way and then see their progress over time, and then they're totally different by the time they leave you. So in the journey of life, you see that there's ups and downs, that not only just you are going to go through challenges, we all go through challenges, and how well prepared are we for these challenges? Now, in the other sectors that I worked in, a big part of it was connecting families and clients and consumers, keeping them connected to services that could assist them along in either in parenting, financial, housing, whatever community connective supports to keep the family together, to better support them. Even inside the correctional facilities, there's structures in place. There's social workers, there's the nurses, there's a whole team, even inside of there, that is working towards the betterment of their clientele, customers, or whatever that they're trying to see, help live a better life. Now, we all have our own hopes and dreams of what we want our lives to be. And it may not always necessarily go that way. And a big part of going after your dreams, living the life that you want to live, being able to identify what is your highest values and are you serving them? Are they serving you? Is it giving you the congruent life that you want to live? Now, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here because I want to share a little something with you for this half an hour time that we have here. Let me see here. See, shrink this down here. And shrink that down there. And I need to go up here. Because starting anything new is always going to be a little nervous. It's going to make you a little nervous. It probably will. I'm in the wrong place. Especially if you've never done it before, and believe it or not, you do it a lot of times. A big part of living life is communication, being able to communicate, being able to express your points and get them across, so that, okay, hold on. Let me do it here. So you can get your message across, and my apologies as I'm doing all this here. Just trying to set it all up for you. I want to share with you, starting out in the beginning, because when you talk about helping people and you want to, and you want to actually make an impact, make a difference in their life. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me do this again. All right, there we go. All right. Technology. Oh, well, is any of this helpful to you? Is it helping you to see the importance of how your values link to what it is that you choose to do in your life and with your life, and how it kind of trickles into, it goes into how you earn your living, things that you do. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them down inside the chat box. And right now we're going to start. I'm going to let this play, and then, hold on, first let me share my screen again. Share screen. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so, all right, there we go. So now, because we're going to go through this video and efforts. When I first started out in business, as joining, when I made the decision to sign up for what I signed up for, to begin to look at how I could supplement my income, I had to get a real good look at where I was. And a lot of times, the fear of not having enough or feeling like you're not enough will hinder you from going and pursuing your dreams. You may even be fearful to even begin to start something new because you got this job you have to work, you got the kids, you got other community and social events and things and commitments that you have. Where are you going to find the time? But before I could even think about where I was going to find the time, I had to get a real clear picture as to where I was And the first thing that I needed to do to understand where I was going, I did the value determination process. So I saw where my values lie, where my highest values were at that time when I took it. So I had to get a real understanding of where I was in the scheme of things in life. So I had to sit down and really think about what are 10 essential steps to financial independence, and where did I fall into things in that scheme of on a scale. So if you haven't done this before, if you've been following us, you know we talk about assessments, doing a full self-awareness and self-assessment of who you are, and where you're trying to go. I'm going to share with you 10 steps that's going to help you to identify exactly where you are right now and what it is that you have right now that is in your resources that will help you to get to where you are trying to go. So the 10 essential steps to finding financial independence. The first step is you have to identify and total up your total assets. And first of all, you have to know whether or not you have assets or not. Do you know what an asset is? Some may and some may not. I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm just trying to be real because I don't know who is going to get this message. And I want to make sure that you have a full understanding. You can always look up definitions, but if you follow me, we've gone over that. You can go back down in a group and look at other presentations where we talk about assets and liabilities, actually what assets are. So, and going for your financial independence and knowing the essential steps that it's going to take for you to get there is that you have to be able to identify your total and total up your assets. You're also going to have to total up all your liabilities. So you have total assets, total liabilities, and that's going to give you your total net worth. And your total net worth is 1 and 2, which is going to give you 3. Now, this could be either in the positive or the negative, but only you will know. Number 4 is your total passive active income year to date. How much total passive active income do you have coming in, right? And the passive income could be the amount of earnings that you want to live on. What is the passive income amount that you want to live on that's going to sustain your life, right? Number 5, look at the average annual return from the interest rate on whatever it is that you're going to invest in, because there's all different types of ways to gain assets and liabilities. And I'm sad to say that if you own your home and that's the only home that you have, that is not an asset. It's actually a liability. But we'll get more in depth with that. And I'm going to get someone to help me really break that down and explain it to you, so it won't be no mishap. So your questions can get answered. So then we went from 1 to 5. So 1 is identify and total up your total assets. 2 is total your liabilities. The total number of assets and total liabilities is going to determine your total net worth, and your total passive active income that you project that you would like to make or need to make in order to get to where you're trying to get to in your lifespan. That's for you to determine. And then you want to look at the average annual return from the interest on the investments that you make in pursuit of getting this passive active income. Then I want you to look at the inflation rate as well, because all of that is going to be factored in to exactly the actual numbers that you're going to need to be looking at of what it is that you would like to bring in every week, every month, annually, whatever, to live the life that you want to live. And number 7 is you take the total amount of your net worth that's required for you to live, and then you break that down. So it's like you will have your total passive income, looking at the average annual return rate on interest with the anticipation of the inflation rate going on, and that is going to give you your net of what it is that you make. Now you have to keep room for the shortfalls, and pay attention to where your shortfalls are and your total net worth. And if you're not where you want to be or where you would like to be, and you have ideas of how you possibly could get there, you have to develop a strategy. But you have to have a strategy that has meaning and purpose for your daily life. As you are pursuing your dreams, wanting to become better in your life, and possibly better position yourself to stand out from others in case you're going for a new position or a career change. How can you stand out from the others, right? So we'll go back and we're going to revisit that. And again, I invite you to join us to come check us out at tammysmarket.com and read our articles, see what we're talking about. If you like to join us, come on in, join us. I would love, you can set an appointment with me on Calendly so we can get that done. But going back into deciding to become a network marketer, I worked a full-time job, as well as helped out with the grandbabies. And part of starting up was being able to communicate, being able to present. Now, this video here, thanks to the training, we see that it's a good reason that all of you could have passed me by, and I see why. The poor posture, there is waist space up here, so I'm not really centered in the middle of the camera to draw your attention. It's not too much going on in the background, so I guess this one would be pretty good. So I'm going to play my first attempt in practicing presentations and trying to fit my values into the work that I do and how it can benefit others. So take a listen. Hopefully it won't be too long and we can get through this. And feel free to critique it. Give us your feedback on it. That's what this is all about. Interactive connections and engagements as we're becoming better, as we're taking our life business serious.
And welcome to my family. If you've been following me, I've been talking about first-time parenting and the different challenges that you can have as being a parent. So I wish to use some of our time together to just further share my experiences, and I hope that you will in turn share some of your experiences, because together we can help each other. I just made this brief video just so I can introduce myself, one, to also just relax and just get to know you guys and realize that, share a story with you, how someone like myself, who is very empathetic, very caring, loving, and wish to help others, and along my journey in my time of service, in the field of human services, I've had the opportunity to help a lot of different people from different walks of life. So I was blessed in that fashion. But one one thing I've learned out of helping people is that the true person that leads the whole team in helping is that person that the team is trying to help. We have to be our own rescue. I share my story on several different platforms, and I also blog. So I don't know if you had the opportunity to read my blog, but I shared a lot about my journey and how I've come to where I am now. And even in that process, although there are teams that are there to help and support, they are there to mentor, coach. Any question you need, somebody's always there to help you or help you locate the answer if you couldn't find it on your own. And the whole process in it is that each individual has their own desires, they have their own ideas, and they have their own dreams. And together we work towards our own dreams, but we also help one another as a team. And that's a beautiful thing. And there's plenty of teams, not just teams in building a business, there's teams at work, there's teams in school, there's teams on every different level where we're all working together towards one common goal. And to truly see a change and a difference in someone's life, you have to be that someone, and you have to be that person willing and committed to change. Change is something I don't like, but change over the years has been something that I have learned to adjust and adapt to. And it's helped me tremendously. It helped me grow as a person, as an individual. It helped me to see others in another aspect and broaden my horizon. It also helped me to learn how to check my own feelings to make sure that I'm not picking up someone else's feelings. And a lot of times, sometimes we need to do that because there can be moments and times where we're interacting with people and the communication is not going so well. Or come on, me, it's what you said. Sometimes you need a moment to think about it. You don't always have to strike the iron at that time. Take a moment to think about it. But if you're trying to improve your life, do something different, or you just want to just improve yourself just for you to benefit you, to gain knowledge for you, because anytime you invest in you, you're definitely going to grow from that investment in yourself, and you can never go wrong. I've been investing in myself for years. I paid for my college education. Either way, whether I got a bill or paid cash, I paid for that education, and every step of it was very, very worthwhile, rewarding. Was it easy? No, not all the time, but I stuck with it and I made it through. And I'm just here to tell you that whatever challenges you're going through, we all have a story. We all have something in our lives that may not have gone right at that moment, but you can always change the story. All you have to do is start and go in another direction. You don't have to always keep going in the same direction that's leading you nowhere. I don't know where you're trying to go, and I don't know what you want to be. I don't know what your life goals are, but whatever they are, I'm here to tell you I believe in you. You can make it. Many of us have gone through valleys and challenges and troubles, and we're still here. And we would love to have you join us. So as I continue this channel, I hope that you will join me. And I thank you for coming and listening to me talk to you. And I hope to have this as a dialogue to hopefully, people of like minds, people that have things in common, or if something I say resonates with you, that's great. Come on, let's just build a team. Let's start this journey and create our lives. So life, as long as we have breath in our body, we have, and we're capable of doing what we need to do, we should do that. take full advantage of it. As you see, today life is very short. So we all think that we have all this time, and you do. So it's a matter of what you do in that time. Is your time, are you spending your time in a way that is going to move you forward or move you further than where you are right now? Are you taking the time to evaluate and really truly assess your life and see where you are and where you can benefit from improvement to get to where you might want to be? Maybe you're already where you want to be and you're quite comfortable there. But I'm sure even in being where you think you want to be or where you are that's comfortable, at some point along the line, you may not become comfortable anymore in that situation. So then what do you do? There's all sorts of options out here, all different opportunities. So I just ask that you do your research, ask questions, inquire. Definitely follow those that motivate you and encourage you. And you'll decide, you'll decide what's best for you and where you need to go. So I'm just here to tell you, hold your head up, stick your chest out, and keep on keeping moving, because God is an amazing God. And a lot of times, I try to share my story and tell how I got from A to B to C to D, but some of those alphabets were truly God, and I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. I know that I had to take some steps and I had to do some work in order for me to get here. However, I'm here, and I would love to do it. So, thank you very much. Have a lovely week. Be safe. Take care of yourself. Practice your universal precautions as well as being 6 feet away from one another, because it saves lives. It really truly does. And we don't want this epidemic to get out of hand. So let's try and abide by the rules. Thank you for your time. I love you. I believe in you. See you soon.
Well, thank you for your time and listening. I see we're coming up on our hour. And my question to you is, would you speak with this young lady? Was she engaging? Did she hold your attention? Was she able to captivate your attention? And did she provide you valuable information? I want you to leave that down in the comments, because the only way this is all going to work is if we kind of work together and engage. And when you're starting out in anything, being a beginner, you do a lot of testings. You do a lot of beta testing to see what works and what doesn't work. But as I go along in the mission to touch lives and to really help you navigate down to what it is that you want to do, whether you join me or not. I think what we're going to go over in the beginning parts of this course and the exercises that we're going to do is going to help you to become clear as to what your goals are for your life, and if you're living congruently by your highest value. Are you really putting your life in position to win? And you can put yourself in position to win. We're going to go back over the 10 essentials. Where did it go? I lost my own space. Okay, the 10 essential steps to financial independence. We're going to look at that. So if you missed anything, you can go back and catch the replay. Please drop a comment in and let us know where you're tuning in from, who you are. If you have done the determination process, the value determination process testing, where did you fall in at? What are your 3 highest values that you have found for your life? And is it congruent to your life? Also, if you are interested in learning more about financial literacy education. We're hosting a meeting this evening at 8 p.m. And if you would like to be my guest, I think we have about maybe 5 seats that I have open for you. Feel free to either schedule an appointment with me, send me a text, because at this point, all my information is in there. You have all different types of ways to connect with me. You can email me, you can text message me, you can even call me, but you have to leave me a message because, as you see, I'm still working on some things, trying to get the technical parts together. And I will get back to you. DM me, however it goes, that you would like to reach out and learn more. And if this was valuable for you and it helped you, come back and join us again tomorrow. This week, we're going to be having these sessions all week from 12 to 1, just to give you a little insight of what it is to be a part of the whole course of how to win in life and win in business and love what you do. There's steps that you have to take. In the video, I said I didn't know how I got here. At that time, consciously, maybe I wasn't aware of how I got there. But now, in hindsight, and going back, and I see how I was coming off, kind of losing some confidence, right, guys? I was trying to build up some confidence. And if you want to build your confidence, all you have to do is just start. You have to start somewhere, and looking at your value determinations is a good place to start, because that's going to give you a little map of your life and what steps you took to get to where you are. Every step that I've taken to improve my life has been intentional, because in order to be a success, you have to stay a continual learner, because just like you change over time, so does things in life. And I always say this, it doesn't matter how big or how small your efforts are towards becoming that change that you wish to see in your life, all those little steps add up to the big steps. Don't be afraid to start from where you are, exactly with what you have. You have exactly what it takes. We all want to become rich. We all want to make money, but we may not all necessarily know how to make it, maintain it, protect it, and turn it into legacy. And that's what we do here. We're going to take you through every step and showing you exactly how to do that. But it starts with your life business. Put your life business in order. Don't leave your family guessing. You can write your wishes out and have things allocated just as you would like it. We never know. Like I always say, our health is our wealth. And a big part of our health is the love we have for ourselves and the people we connect to, the people that we care about. And we want to live a happy, fulfilled life. It's not going to be easy all the time. But as we go through these modules every week for the month, well, for this week, every day, we're going meeting Monday through Friday. So come back here on tomorrow. Feel free to review. If you have not gone and taken the value determination process test, hey, go shock yourself, try it. You'd be surprised what you find out. It's totally free. I want to thank you for coming. And as I always end, you are a winner from the time you were conceived in your mother's womb, and you have all that you need inside of you to live the successful life that you want to live. I want to thank you for your time this afternoon. And if you have any questions, drop them in a comment, reach out to me, and I will gladly answer them. Until then, be blessed, have a blessed week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 noon. Bye-bye now.